Directed by Jonathan Dayton and Valerie Faris. Stars Paul Dano and Zoe Kazan, who actually wrote the screenplay for this film. It tells a story about a writer who has writer's block. Nothing really new there. He's having these dreams about this girl, doesn't know who she is, but he's just girl in his dreams, and he writes about her, just her background, just writes a love story based around her and him. He puts himself into that love story. And one morning he wakes up and finds the girl that he invented, Ruby, in his kitchen. He's obviously kind of freaked out because, you know, she came out of nowhere, literally. He invented her, and so he thinks she's going insane. But after he takes her out to socialize and people actually see her, he realizes that despite it being impossible, she does in fact exist. And the cool and partly sick factor about all this is that he can control her. He can literally type anything he wants and she will do it. So she really has no control over anything unless he writes that she has control. He is essentially the puppet master. Only thing is that she is a living, breathing being, not some toy on strings. She is a living, breathing being. I found myself really enjoying this film despite it being quirky, to say the least. It's one of those films where if you can accept certain things, you know, suspend your disbelief, then you will actually have a fun time depending on your taste. I thought that Paul Dano was really good in this film. I thought that he was cast pretty damn perfectly. I really didn't see anybody else playing his part. And across the board, just in general, all the performances were great, especially by Zoe Kazan. And the screenplay that she wrote was actually pretty damn good too. It wasn't, you know, Oscar-worthy in my opinion, but it was pretty damn good writing. One of maybe like two problems that I had was that this film feels a lot longer than it is. And when you hear about a plot like this, you will, you know, wonder what's he gonna have her do, like how far will he go? He doesn't really go that far. I mean, there is a scene where he goes pretty nuts and does some pretty stupid things, but for the most part, he doesn't really have her do anything all that special. He has her speak French at one point just to prove to his brother that she can do whatever he wants her to do, but for the most part, he just lets her be and just kind of occasionally changes her mood because at one point she becomes really sad and he wants her to become happy, and then she becomes too clingy, and then he wants her to be herself, but, you know, not sad. So yeah, a large range of emotions that he's dealing with here, and at the end of the day, it's really just come down to the fact that you can't control somebody, even if you'd like to. It's a large responsibility, and he finds out that he's really not up to the task. It's fun for a while, but eventually you just gotta let it go. Let her be your own person. I would recommend this film to anyone who likes quirky comedies or just romantic comedies in general, likes Paul Dano, considering he's the lead, so you gotta put up with him a lot. So if it is in a theater near you or is coming to a theater near you, I would say it's worth seeing. However, if you don't feel the need to see it in theaters, then I would say it is a very solid rental. So I'm gonna give Ruby Sparks 3.5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed the film, and hopefully, if you see it, you will too.